Orders are as follows. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West playthrough, where I did off screen both of the rebel outposts and actually explored a bit more around. And I do have one data point that I came across, was near the Thunder's Jaw site actually, as I explored a bit more around the surroundings of this tall neck. And next stop is gonna be the Scalding Spear. I'm gonna want to visit there because we do have another side quest we can start, plus I believe we have the millipede and maybe the one in the sand. I think a continuation. Also, I could have done this one, the rebel camp, the hive, but I think I might record this one because if it's similar like the first rebel camp that we did, if I remember correctly, we did come across some recording from Regala or something along those lines. So I think this I'm gonna record in case there's some audio logs and whatnot that we find over there. Also, not much else was around here except just maybe one random encounter as I had here at Plainsong. I had some warriors fighting, and then was a short cutscene, but nothing to give me afterwards. Probably will meet them in Scalding Spear, or I believe something green wall or something with green was a mention. Maybe I'll meet them there. Again, just a quick encounter, nothing too much about it. Right, so we're near Scalding Spear anyway, and yeah, let's go there and see. Okay, we can interact over there, have a conversation, chat, and all that. It looks like these were solar panels over here, by the looks of it. Oh, is that a data point? No, metal clamp, chest. This is something I can clear from the other side. And there is a data point over here, a load off. From Fran Edwards to all exterior maintenance personnel. Subject hazard suits. March 4th, 2052. All. Good news. Due to cloud seeding and replanting projects throughout the regions, temperatures are down 4 degrees. Wind speed has been reduced by 7 knots on average, and air particle counts have reached the orange threshold. As such, all team members who work on the tower, boiler, and mirror fields can use S-M2 hazard suits instead of the current S-M3 models. I think you will all find that the lighter gear provides a less bulky and frankly less sweaty experience. More power to you, Fran. Right. Also, am I hearing fighting somewhere? Huh. Okay, now which way? This way to the entrance. Actually, that should be ancient valuables chest. Let's see if I can spy more data points around here. Strength and honor.
I remember my last trip to the hunting ground. Blood. Be more respectful. Honor. Drop the acrobatics.
Okay, so what I have? Zoka. Supply cache. Oh, what's called water tank? Okay. Another cache.
Things aren't looking good.
I heard Talos was dying.
Draka's pride speaks for itself.
Okay, if you say so.
Sandstorms keep getting worse.
Any news on your father?
I heard the champion conquered the arena, and I missed it. I was stuck on guard duty.
He's there.
So he's okay.
He's a traitor.
Don't stop talking.
So I asked the chaplain the other day.
Yeah, okay. I knew I recognized that voice actor. I mean, can't remember the name, which is a bit weird. But yeah, he has a very specific voice. And I believe he was in Bloodlines, the game, also. He was a gravekeeper. I'm not sure if he was the TV news guys as well.
Trade and
Do you have Austrian Arrow Breaker? Alright, I'm starting to have better options for armor. Ooh, also very rare. These are not bad. So I'm gonna lose protection from cold and acid for this one. This on the hat is kind of throwing me off, to be honest. But I only lose from... I forgot what was the name for this one. Plague water or something water. And I can take them if I need. If I want them. But yeah. I'll keep this in mind. This is just... yeah, available to sales. In those two outposts, or actually one of the outposts mostly, was quite a lot of these ones valuables. A lot of caches. Okay, there's a cache over there. I'm not getting over there this way. Ah, you're the guys that I've been hearing.
does your blade arm ache?
Okay, this is way underneath. Oh, maybe I can drop down through there? Through the container? Oh, data point. Return of the flies. From General Counsel Office to Director Edwards. More insect concerns. August 7th, 2059. Fran, the environmental risk management team has some new numbers and biodiversity rates are up across the board. In particular, 3 species of fly that were previously thought to be gone from the region have been sighted recently. Epilates, Epheria, and Copestylum mexicanum. You know the drill. REM will conduct more studies, but in the meantime, prepare a plan for reduced production during prime swarming hours. We can't afford to fry too many of the little buggers, or the DCE Enforcement Division will fry us. Say hi to Betty for me. Let's have a mojito when I'm back in the hot zone. Regards, Phil.
Good day.
Ah, not sure if
Why would the wound give less water?
oh, what the...
These rations barely get us through the day, Commander!
Ah, yes.
Why put guards around the wound?
You can't just take away our water!
The wound gives less water. Our rations adjust.
What's going on?
We know the way of the desert! What's stopping us from taking what we want and
Damn.
Anyone else want to complain? We're the Desert Clan. We survive with what we have.
Your, commander's not much for hand-holding.
That is not our way. Even less so in her case. Shall we?
Sure. Can't wait.
Okay.
She's with me.
Draka's not the only one with harsh words for your commander.
The desert has bred survival into our clan's blood. We spit at death and charge into battle. Maybe a little too eagerly.
Let's return of the flies. Data point. Suppose that's Oh, Scalding Spear, a new data point.
How do they do it?
Scroll. Carefully written Karja. Okay, with Fashav, personal mark. Okay, the desert capital is an intimidating place. It houses the imposing tower from which the settlement gets its name, surrounded by a field of strange mirrored plates that resembles a graveyard. From within, the rigid Commander Yarra rules the clan with cold steel. Its residents, hardened by perpetual conflict and the harsh environment, fear none. Or so I thought. I came here to resolve a conflict over the rights to a tattoo. A minor squabble in the eyes of a Karja, but a matter of life and death for the Tenakth. Having bled to earn a few of them myself on the field of battle, I feared that neither party would willingly relinquish their claim. So you can imagine my surprise when, upon arrival, I witnessed the two warriors in question coming to a swift agreement. As they saluted each other, a small company broke away from the gathered crowd coming towards us. Another marshal and her escorts. Upon seeing me, Marshal Regala stopped them and stood shoulder to shoulder. When we last met, she had looked down on me with utter disgust during the Kulrut, and that made me marshal. Now, in a moment of tense quiet, she stared at me, her eyes still ablaze with unspeakable malice. Finally, she set off. Only then I did notice our respective escorts releasing the grip on their weapons' hilts. Afterwards, I learned that Regala has her own way of dealing with disputes. Upon her arrival, the claimants get one singular chance to come to an agreement. If that attempt bears no fruit, well, suffice it to say that merely mentioning her involvement is often enough to resolve most claims. In her, I have an implacable enemy. Because I am Karja, her revulsion will never abate. I fear that one day we'll face each other in a duel that only one can survive. Well, so be it. Back home, they name me Unyielding Fashav for a reason.
Tame them to ride, that is.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Could you imagine what it feels like?
Okay. Let's see how well we can handle this. Oh, give me a second. That should be the data point. Alright, Yarra.
So, this is the Outlander conspiring with the dissident Draka.
Demanding water does not make one a dissident, Yarra.
Doesn't make Draka a commander either. You should advise him of that.
Jataka said you needed help.
Did he now?
Aloy has a unique insight into the ways of the Old Ones. She might be able to fix this before it gets out of hand.
Get to the point. What is Jataka talking about?
There is no water.
What do you mean?
I mean the wound in the sand, that which provides the clan with the water we need to survive, is completely dry.
Is that the container that I'm seeing, the big thing? What can you tell me about the missing water?
This water source. Jataka said it's somehow related to the old ones?
From what we can tell, whatever water we take, it restores on its own. Over time. A few weeks ago, it stopped. I ordered rationing, searched for other viable sources. But everything else nearby is tainted one way or another.
But why the secrecy? Keeping your people in the dark seems to be making things worse.
If the clan knew, my command would be challenged.
There's no water and you're worrying about keeping your command?
Think what you want. Between the machines, the storms, and Regala's uprising, I'm the only thing keeping this clan from falling apart.
What about Regala?
Draka said your clan won't touch Regala.
Her grudge is with Chief Hakaru, not me. And I plan to keep it that way, so her troops don't turn on my clan. Besides, if she defeats Hakaru, she deserves to rule. That's the way of the tribe.
Okay. So what's your beef with Draka?
Draka's people sacrificed a lot to get that water. He thinks you're hoarding it for yourself.
The perfect excuse to challenge my command. Like he's always wanted. Of course he makes it sound very noble. That he only cares about his thirsty people. But all he really wants is to be in charge. And if he was, he'd face the exact same problem I have. There is simply not enough water to go around.
So what's the plan?
So how are you going to deal with not having any water?
Ration what little we have. Buy time to fix the wound.
And in the meantime, people die of thirst?
Every corpse weighs on me. That is what it means to be a commander. What matters is that the clan survives as a whole.
Okay, I suppose I can take a look.
I can't promise anything. But if this wound was built by the old ones, I might be able to fix it.
How exactly do you intend to do that?
Just show her the wound, Yarra.
Very well. You can tell me when we get there.
After you.
The wound in the sand is this way.
Okay, right. I mean, I'm hoping is this one.
You're not Karja. Or Oseram.
I was born amongst the Nora, as far east as you are west.
I've heard of your people. They say only those who are exiled leave your lands.
There are exceptions.
What business does a Nora exception have in the West?
Believe it or not, to help people, even the ones who don't want it.
Sounds like a difficult path.
Okay, you're the cook.
I only stock the finest. Come back and see.
Have you selected? There's the pit.
This is it. The wound in the sand.
Definitely built by the old ones. Focus should show me more.
Okay. Just give me a second, Yarra. I wanna unlock some of the stuff out here. So that's the bench. Machine strike, melee pit.
Come on, where are you going? A sack of sand is tougher than you.
Aloy, you're back. Here to help me fix our water supply, I hope?
Yeah, I was just looking around rather quick. Don't worry.
Pipes. Leading outside the settlement.
What do you see?
A trail. I should be able to turn off my focus for a while. I can follow the pipe's general direction
What do you do?
now. Your wound leads underground.
We've tried going down there, but it's too narrow for anyone to reach the bottom.
It's all good, don't worry. Not too narrow for me. Right, I wanna... Let's see, yeah, we have the pitmaster over there. Okay, I need to go all the way around here.
Where are you going?
I think I can lead us to where the water comes from. Or used to.
How?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, then we have more bows here, right? Where I'm starting to have the rare ones available.
Is fixed and my people survive. Lead the way.
Honor and strength.
Yeah, just be chill.
What is that jumping supposed to achieve?
Where was the cash?
May your blade be bright. Okay. But you should know that I got
No, seriously, where was the cash? You showed me. Which I believe it's underneath there. Gotcha. Which is what, behind here?
I doubt you'll find anything to fix the wound there.
I don't think I need my focus right now. Should be easy to keep going in this general direction.
Yeah,
I can always check the trail with my focus further ahead.
May your enemies fall.
okay, I don't know where that... And then maybe here? Yeah, there he is. Cool. And then... Let me just have these ones. There's a machine strike, nice. I think that I kinda need to get better pieces because I had a try at the first machine strike. That's intermediate. or whatever. And I only managed to.
I'm still on the pipe's trail with my focus.
I only managed to clear the first board after a couple of tries. That is.
I'm bored.
But yeah, afterwards, no way. I need better pieces. So I need to handle that
I'll wait here then.
off screen. What do you mean you're gonna wait here? You're gonna follow me. Okay, enough wandering around. Let's follow the pipes. If I scan like this, will it show it, or do I need to... No, it will not. So I don't need to activate the focus from time to time. Anything by any chance around here? Data points?
I think it's
No.
safe to turn off my focus for a bit. The trail seems straightforward. I can always use my focus again further down the path.
Where exactly are we going? Okay, we are going towards the north. So I have that campfire active. There we go. And then we're gonna have the charger.
Machines.
I can override scrappers now. Turn one against the others.
Ah, yes, of course. I do have a feeling we're going towards the shelter. Do I need actually... I need to go that way. They're just normal scrappers. Whatever. We're fine. No, we're not exactly going towards the shelter. We're getting close to a sunwing, though.
Those flowers. The ground's wet too. The vein must have leaked here. Not enough to be the cause of the missing water, but enough for these plants to grow. We're on the right track.
You see all that from a patch of wet sand?
Yep.
Okay, where exactly are we heading? I mean, this kind of helps a bit as well. I'm discovering area towards the main
That
quest.
mound. It looks like the metal from the wound. We really are following its trail.
As I've been saying.
The desert kills, but it also surprises.
Looks like we might need to climb. Yep.
Pipe goes past that ridge. We're gonna have to do some climbing.
Nothing we can't handle, I'm sure.
I thought she's gonna say like,
There's a lot of machines.
don't you like
And
climbing?
a very dead soldier.
Is it one of yours?
I need to take a closer look.
We need to get rid of the machines first. Follow my lead.
Okay, we ended up way up here. Soul bite over there. Cauldron. Campfire. Okay. Still have an Oh, you just painter? Face paints? Really? Sure, I guess. Anyway, first things first, I need to check with these guys. So weak against the purge water was the name. There we go. Weak against fire. Do you have by any chance
down! I've got you in my sights!
Okay, that's one.
It's fallen.
Nice. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, Eloy. Just hold up for a second over here.
Load up! Aloy! We can't abandon the fight!
No, I'm not abandoning the fight. This is not what I wanted. Can you move, buddy? Thank you.
Battle pulse!
Nah, you're not gonna pull me in. Okay, come here. This way.
Can't take another hit like that! Grab the ammo!
What?
Last one.
Guess he already got hit. The torch water trap.
You fight as quietly as the lowland clan.
Thank you, I guess. Okay. Nice, we managed to do that. There's a cache. Just some shards in that barrel, which actually looked like a canteen, but sure. This. Everything from here. There is one more chest over there. Just get that one. Okay, let's check on the guy over there.
You know him?
That is one of Draka's men.
Uh-oh.
I will cut off that dissident's head and feed it to the vultures if he had anything to do with...
We don't know what happened here yet. And we still have a trail to follow.
Lead the way.
Did he intentionally sabotage? So he can get power? Oh, is it me or that pipe is... No, okay, I still need to...
Water.
Barely a lick's worth. But there are no streams in this area. These anchors. That soldier must have used them to get up this cliff.
He must have
Yeah.
been going back to Arrowhand when those machines got him.
Maybe he found something up there worth reporting back about.
We'll find out soon enough.
Looks like just
Maybe I can trade this green shine.
one way.
What is this?
The problem. I'm gonna need my focus.
The vent panel and...
That weapon. Looks like Draka's man tried to pry this open, but he didn't know what he was doing. And now the water's not going where it's supposed to.
Sabotage.
Or ignorance. this is gonna do anything. Maybe
The
if I
water's
follow
still
that main
leaking.
pipe, I'll find some. Gotta try something else.
What the? It's not what I want to do. Can I not pull that one? Yes, I have that. There we go. Let's hope there's not a cave-in happening. Alright, I need to grab here. Nice.
What do you need me to do?
Just, stay here. Let me know if anything changes. I'm gonna take a look around. A valve. That might help.
It says close, so yeah, let's first close the circuit, I guess.
Hey, it stopped leaking.
It looks like that stopped the water flow. Now I just need to find a way to get it to Scalding Spear. That's the same type of machinery we found outside. Only this one's not leaking. Maybe it can help me switch the water flow.
Come on.
Sounds like the water's switched. Gotta open the valve upstairs. Get that water circulating. Not getting up through there.
Of course. And okay, managed to grab it. Not the way I thought that will happen, but sure.
There. I bet I can use that. The system switched back. Couldn't hold the water pressure. I need to find a way up to that valve.
Wait. What valve? So we open this one and then we open the circuit,
Sounds like
right?
the water's switched. Gotta open the valve upstairs. Get that water circulating.
Oh, come on! Right. Are you for real? Game. No. There we go. Okay, that was a weird loading screen.
Sounds like that did something.
Aloy, I can hear water in the room again.
Anything leaking?
Not that I can see.
Let's hope that means my plan worked. That should do it.
This will return water to Scalding Spear?
Checking the wound is the only way to be sure.
Draka knew what would happen if the capital was left without water. But he didn't care! All he wanted was to cause a crisis so he could challenge my command.
We don't know that for sure.
Meet me back at the wound when you can. Please. To make sure the water will flow.
I will. Don't do anything rash about Draka.
Only an upstart acts rashly. A commander bides her time.
Alrighty
Hey.
then.
The desert was kind to lead you to us.
Things are about to get ugly between Draka and Yarra. Maybe I can head it off.
Well, these not that ways off, but I can. At least I'll probably get this campfire along the way. So, just I need to. Or I could use a fast travel camp supplies as well, but I'm fine. Hey, it's good. I'm just gonna take a bit of the sights. Maybe, who knows? I'll have more random encounters. see, what are
Fire
you?
won't help here.
Borrowers, chargers. There's a machine site nearby. It's fine. I'll mark it later. Is that a bridge over there, or no? Looks like it was a shelter. It is the cache as well, right? Or greenshine fragment. Don't mind if I do. Alright, you know, just beeline it to Scalding Spear. There's a Bristleback site nearby as well. I think that one is already on the map, it's just not fully marked. Looks like there's a cache over there. Right, which entrance will it be? A bit more to the right. Oh, green shine.
Wonder what a merchant would trade for this.
Don't mind if I do. And okay, there's the entrance. Let's try to go properly inside so these guys don't get fidgety for me just jumping around over fences.
And giant lifts, gears and metal and meridian, if you believe such things.
You know,
Stop with the
I see soldiers guarding the wound in the sand. But no Yarra. What's going on? I need to see the wound.
I'm afraid your presence is required in the commander's quarters.
Is everything okay?
The dissident Draka has been apprehended for interfering with the wound.
How did he interfere?
He entered the wound by force, saw that it was empty, except for a slow trickle that began when you fixed the device in the desert. He did not take it well.
Of course he didn't. I'll go meet with them.
ah, but you're letting me check. Cool. This is upwards, I believe. Go here. Yep. Cool.
Alright, what's wrong?
You have some nerve.
Yeah, you won't.
You're one to talk?
That doesn't sound good.
How could you let this happen?
How did I let this happen? You're the one who sabotaged the wound in the first place. You're lucky we were able to fix it, or your head would already be on a spear.
You call that fixed? It's just a dribble. And it's not my fault. I already told you, Ukta came to me. He said he found something in the desert that might get us water. I had no idea it had anything to do with the wound.
And you expect me to believe that?
Aloy, I came for the water that was owed to us, and when I found out that there is no water, they arrested me.
As I already told you, the water is returning, but slowly. It'll be weeks before the wound is full again. Until then, I will send Arrowhand what I can.
You hid what happened to the wound. How can we believe you now?
Draka.
No, you know what? Enough of this! No more words! Consider that a challenge.
Gather your squads then, and meet us at the Gate of the Vanquished. I have a challenge to prepare for. Leave me.
Nice
This will
chat
be
then.
the end of the clan. I have to stop it. We have to stop it.
Hold on a second. Help me understand.
What do you mean, end of the clan?
What do you mean, the end of the clan?
Both sides will take their most loyal squads to the Gate of the Vanquished. Then they'll butcher each other as part of a ritual challenge. But it won't stop there. Whoever wins will try to wipe out the loser's loyalists all over the desert. The fighting could last for months. Those two scabheads are going to doom us all.
Can't you stop them?
I'm a chaplain. I provide counsel. I cannot force them to heed it. Even Chief Hekarro can't intervene. It is a matter for the clan alone.
That's a lot of... Yes. Okay, tell me more about the Gate of the Vanquished.
What is this gate?
The doorway to a dead cauldron. A symbol of what the tribe aspires to. The defeat of deranged machines.
Dead. What shut it off?
No one knows. But it is a place of great significance for our clan. Even greater now, since it will mark the onslaught of a massacre.
So, how can I help?
What makes you think I can help you stop them? I'm not even from this tribe.
They both owe you a debt. You aided them when no one else could. And you've seen into their hearts, just like I have. Misguided in different ways, but no less worthy of the people they protect. Your words might be enough to spear some sense into them.
Yeah, well, they're not exactly good listeners.
And you are no ordinary speaker, especially with a bow in your hand. I will go to the Gate of the Vanquished, southwest of here, to stall them. But without you, I'm afraid we'll run out of body bags fast.
Oh, that's just...
If what Jataka
Peachy.
says is true, Yarra and Draka will end up killing a lot more than just each other. There has to be something I can do.
Okay. And this will be... where? Oh. Here? Okay, I think I can do that if need be. Because it's already in an explored area. Right. Also, I think I kind of forgot to read the data point I found. Yeah, this was data point. Drone carrier grounded. Whoops. Okay, the latest embarrassing scandal surrounding the British government's connection with railing automation. While the official inquiry has only just begun, leaks have already indicated that investigation is focusing on railing's failure to update the carrier's navigational software with the locations of new flood barriers. Even though efforts to refloat the retrofitted carrier have succeeded, both the ship and the barrier will be out of operation for many months to come, endangering not only the Royal Navy's military automation program, but the whole of the southern English coastline. When asked for a comment on data corrupted. Right. Okay, let's see what's with the face paints.
The wings holding up?
Over there. Should be able to. Nice. Just managed to glide in.
You wanted to speak to me?
The name's Zoka. Have you heard from up north? From Bleeding Mark?
I'm guessing that's a place.
One of the desert's villages. They send their yield of ash blood so the Bereka over there can mark the skin of our soldiers. But it's been a long time since the last supply run. Too long.
If you think something happened to them, can't you send someone to go check?
Were it up to me. But with everyone fuming about our water rations and the squabble between Yarra and Draka, no one can be spared.
So, what do you mean by ash blood?
You mentioned the village up north sends some supplies to the capital. Ash blood?
It's a crimson stone that we grind into powder for our ink. Bleeding Mark has the largest supply. Our soldiers there gather and deliver it to us, in exchange for their water rations.
Die for water.
Everyone in the clan depends on the wound in the sand for their water. Capital and outlying village alike. But the last delivery of ash blood was weeks ago. Our supply is running low. So must be their water.
And what about trade?
My face paint will strike fear in your enemies. Take a look.
Okay. So at least I have a bit of preview. No scout. Ah, yes. Death Seeker. Nora Seeker. Then we have from the Oseram. This is stuff that I unlocked, right? Quen, okay. I'll see you later on. Right. I can check on the bleeding mark if you want.
If I'm out that way, I can look in on the village. Find out what's the delay.
You have my thanks. Head north to a ruin where the desert meets the mountains. That's Bleeding Mark. Ask for Kentok or Natika there. They'll know what's going on.
Okay, that was a weird pause. Okay. And then... Right, let's see with the Pitmaster.
What's going on here?
Close combat training. Fighting at long range is a good strategy for machines. But fighting an enemy soldier means getting up in their face. I'm Lirake. I run the training pit here in Scalding Spear. Only a few Outlanders have ever made it out this far west. But from what I've heard, you're a pretty good fighter. You can train here if you like, but you're only allowed your spear and a practice bow in the pit. Everything else stays with me. And if you're looking to test your fighting skills, I also offer challenges. Complete all of them, and you'll get to go up against me.
And what happens if I beat you?
I'll grant you a mark to prove you've mastered this training pit. If you earn marks from me and the pit masters of the Bulwark and Thornmarsh, you'll earn the right to challenge the Enduring.
I think I've heard of the Enduring. Some kind of Tenakth trainer?
More than just a trainer. The Enduring is a legendary fighter among the clans. The Master of Masters. Only those who prove themselves in the pits get to train with the Enduring.
Including Outlanders?
Yes. If you can beat all the pit masters. So, what will it be? Should you want to practice or take on a challenge, just let me know.
Okay, right, for tutorials, it's common amongst all millipeds. Got it. And then challenges. Not a warrior, aerial slash. And that's the challenge, and then we have practice.
I'm done for now.
Come back when you're ready to finish the rest of your training.
Okay, this is something I can handle off screen if need be. Okay, so we have the deluge, which will be up there. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for this episode. And yeah, I think we're gonna do Gate of the Vanquished because it's an area that I already have explored, so no other surprises. And then afterwards, I don't know, I'll maybe fast travel, where was it, Memorial Grove, and then go towards the main quest and handle that one a bit more. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll see you next time. But as always, just don't forget to take care